G'day watch fans, welcome to ZLK Watches, your home of novice horology on a budget. Today we have got an AliExpress build that I showed you how to remove the Cyclops from in my last video. Today we're going to change out the dial and hands, and we're going to put a nice Tiffany dial in there just to get with the big fad of 2021. I'm a little bit behind the program, but I think it'll look quite nice on this watch in this case. Again with the NH35 movement. Just to show you what I'm working with. We've got our hands and we've got our Tiffany dial. Tiffany Blue, the Seiko logo. Alright, that to one side. Going to start by removing, you know what, we're going to start by just removing the clasp of this to make it really easy to work with. So I'm just going to move this clasp from the center, push that through. You could remove the spring bars from the actual case, but I can't be bothered. Alright, let's get that case back off. Grab a ball, always goes well. Okay, there's the NH35 movement. Alright, and we're going to release crown and stem. Unwind it first. Okay, it looks like when I put this together I made the stem too short. So this doesn't appear until you wind it all the way in. So I'm going to have to hold this down and then release it, which could be a pain. Just going to hold the button down. There we go. All right. Going to put the case back on, keep the dust out, replace the crown and stem, okay. Next step, I might just hack it here, just so I can remove those hands. Okay, so hands need to be removed next. Usually, I'd use this Presto tool, but all the big players are using these hand removers, sort of spanners, so I'm going to do that and see if I can't break it. Lay a bit of plastic over the top, and I guess we just prod and scoop. Ooh. Oh, look at that, they're all off. What do you know? All right. So I'm just going to get some tweezers and put them in this box. Save them for later. Now, when I say novice horology, I mean novice horology. If you look at when I put this together, you can see all the scratches on that dial. Actually had a Seiko logo in there as well, but that broke as well. Okay, so the next step is to remove the dial from the movement. Now, I don't remember this having any screws, so I'm just going to try and wedge it off. I'll grab a flat screwdriver. Let's see how we go. Just try and wedge underneath there, I guess. Oh, got some movement. Don't really want to break the date wheel. Oh yeah, little grooves for that exact thing, I think. There we go. Slowly just wedge, whoa, underneath. And there we have it. Cool. All right, put that to one side as well. I'm just going to make sure this all still works while I've got it here. Still winds, date still clicks. It's all still Mickey Mouse. All right. Let's now replace the dial. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is check the dial feet. Oh no. All right, so it appears to have 3 sets of dial feet and I only need 2. Luckily, I can position it to whereabouts I need those dial feet and cut the rest off. Let's have a look. Let's be very careful here. Position the 3 of the crown. Okay, so that one's going in there, which means those 2 close together need to go. And that one's going in there, which means those 2 close together. All right, that's easy. Okay, operation repair. I need some cutters. What have we got here? Pliers. I need cutters, or let's try to snip them off with these pliers and see how we go. So it's the 2 close together that I need to remove. And you should be able to just wibble wobble until we get it going. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Geez, they're not held on by much. Okay. These 2 close together. Oh. Hope I didn't put that divot in the dial, and you can see it. Right there. Hope that wasn't me. Okay. All right. Now, if I do know anything, it is that these probably need a file. Because you don't want any dial feet remnants in your watch. So I'm just going to take a small file and just file these down. But I'm going to do it off camera so that I'm not going to get any filing pieces in my workspace here. All right, there you go, nice and smooth. Now I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down. All right, now theoretically, this should go into this. Let's have a look. Voila, perfect. All right, so we now have our dial. Now it's time for the hands, the tricky part. Okay, so with the hands, we're first going to make sure that the time has just ticked past 12 with that date change. I won't be able to see a date change here, and I'm not even going to worry about it because you can't see the date. So let's just put the hands on. It would have mattered if I was keeping the date window, because as it changed over, I'd want it to tick over 12, but because I'm doing this Explorer homage, I'm not going to worry about it. Great. One less thing to worry about. Okay, let's get these hands out. All right, let's start with the hour hand. And I'm going to use some Rodico, this stuff, a bit like blue tack, but it doesn't leave any traces of grease or markings. Only a tiny little bit. I'm just going to use it to pick up the hands and hold them in place so I can work. It's not cheap either. You can get it off Amazon, eBay. All right. Start with the hour hand. Just got it on the Rodico like this. And I'm going to use some little press tools I got off AliExpress. I'm just going to match up the right one to the right. Yeah, that'll do. All right, and I'm going to put that on the 9 o'clock. Let's go for that. To kind of sit it into place. And press. Not quite. It's still kind of. Ooh. That looks all right. Hey. Okay. Now let's change that, and we'll use the minute hand now. Again, little check a Rodico. Go for the 9 o'clock again. Now, which one am I going to use? No, that's not going to work. Blue. Blue looks like it'll work. All right, to put that in place. Seemed to do its thing. Hey, not bad. I'm just going to put the loop on, just so I can double check that alignment. I have to go down a smidgen further, I think. That's better. Perfect. All right, in case you don't know what a loop is, it's this gadget which magnifies things by 5. You get them with this really cool headband. I guess you can pinch your eyelids and your eyebrows and keep that in your eye, but it sits on the head nicely with this wiry thing. All right, now for the pièce de résistance, which is the second hand. And it just seems like it's going to be a pain, but we'll see. Okay, you know what, let's line these up. I see. That's interesting. The numbers don't line up. Interesting. I wonder if I can just put my finger there and turn that a little bit. It's just off. It's really annoying. All right. I'm going to have to pop those off again, am I? I think the second hand has to come off. Minute hand. All right, let's do the minute hand, okay? Or both of them. All right, let's start again. Hour hand. And that was red, nope, grey. Nine o'clock. Okay, now, if I put that on right at the 12, that will work, won't it? So line them up perfectly, rightico. And it was clear, I think. Blue. All right. Ah. Looks pretty good. All right. I guess the second hand doesn't matter that much, but let's try and see what we can do. Okay. This will be a tough one. I think it's that. Looks about it. All right. So I'm sure this has got to go on some sort of like pinion in. Oh, far out. I can see it. Have a look. I think that's on. Don't want to force it. Looks on. Beautiful. It works. All right. Let's hack it again. We're nearly done. Okay, so now I Rodico all the little smudges. Oh, let's hack this because I don't want that spinning around while I'm Rodicoing. All the little smudges and marks, scuffs. Things that I'll notice every time I look at the watch. Just twisting it here so that I can get that light to hit it. Oh, that looks pretty good. All right, let's get it in the case. All right, same thing here. I'm going to Rodico the inside of this. I'm also going to blow it out and hit it with the old glasses cleaner. Looks very dirty, but I'm hoping that's on the outside. Ooh, there goes the gasket. Cool, looks good. Gasket in, Rodico. All right. Now, I don't want to put these hands on the movement holder, well, because I don't have a proper movement holder. So I'm just going to do this in the air. So I'm just going to kind of pinch it with my two hands here. Press this in. And knock that out at the same time. Whoa, that'll do. Ah, dropped right in there. Clean. You can see why I don't work on luxury watches. Yeah, oh, there goes the gasket again, fantastic. Why is there dust in there? All right, let's drop this in. this. Can I tweeze it or something? Yeah, that looks right in. Don't do this to me. All right. Stuff your gasket. All right. Now to restore the crown and stem, which I'm going to have to extend because I stuffed it up. All right. So just going to have to move this around slightly. Probably touching all the wrong bits here. If I tighten that down, it should center it. Okay. Gasket on. Balance wheel still spinning, so that's a good sign. I haven't stuffed up too much. Why are you not sitting where you should be sitting? Ah, finicky little bugger. Hopefully this will correct it when I just chuck this on. Alright, don't think that's gone anywhere. Look at that. Neat. That is really cool. Alright, let's get this pin back in and we're done. It's in the center slot. There it is, conversion to a Tiffany dial, or I guess Explorer homage. Shoot us a like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing and you're interested in more videos. I'll be doing some restorations or attempted restorations soon and some further modifications. Also check out my socials, mainly Instagram at ZLK_watches. Yeah, shoot us a like and a follow if you that's something you're interested in as well. Thanks for watching.